Nathan Judah. I'm here with Wolves reporter Tim Spears on a crazy night, Tim, and a very disappointing one in the end for Wolves.
Yeah, they're unbelievable to let a 2-goal lead slip.
Yeah.
I think they showed quite a bit of naivety at times defensively, showed their inexperience right throughout the team really in that second half. Just couldn't get hold of the ball in midfield, couldn't clear their lines, kept gifting chances away, far too compact with the system as well in the second half. There was no width, and a stark contrast to the first half really.
Very much like the Hull game, but it all went south pretty quickly.
Yeah, it started before half time. Obviously QPR scored just before the break, but Wolves never really recovered from that. And in the second half, no one really stood out. Benny Kofobi was left isolated up front. I think taking off Newadick at half time didn't really work either. Having Fronda ran around for a lot with little reward. And Van La Parra didn't do much off the bench either, so Kenny Jackett's tactical changes, I have to say, were ineffective.
Yeah, 2-0 up obviously very early, and a fantastic strike for the second from Kevin McDonald.
Yeah, he was man of the match tonight. I thought he was fantastic. Actually, Connor Cody probably for the first time this season, here, there, and everywhere. Tackles, passes, great shot for his goal, and it just all went south from there, which was so surprising because Wolves were in control at that point. Played their best football of the season. Completely overloaded QPR in midfield, some great attacking play, some one-touch stuff, it's all on the floor, and then it just all went south.
And you have to remember that Queen's Park Rangers have still got some very, very good players, two of which might not be here next week at Queen's Park Rangers, but I mean deserve the goals as well, to play very well.
Absolutely. When Wolves get to Loftus Road, you can't imagine Charlie Austin will be there, you can't imagine Matt Phillips will be there, who completely ran the show in the second half. And if they did keep this team for the rest of the season, you'd say that they'd be up there, perhaps one of the favourites for promotion. It's another big test, like the Hull game was. It's a barometer of where Wolves are at, which is in and around the best teams in the division, in the top 6 or the top half. But I do think they're a little weak defensively. That may lead Kenny Jackett to bring in an additional 2 before the end of the window, because without Danny Bart they do look short at the back.
Yeah, they were disappointing in the defence, and maybe some speculation about the goalkeeping situation. He's put Martinez in, a few disparaging comments towards the end. How do you feel that's going to move forward?
Yeah, I mean it was a huge surprise to see him in goal at Hull on Sunday. Didn't have a huge amount to test him in that game. I thought he looked shaky against Newport on his debut last week, and he continued that tonight. Spilled a couple of shots in the first half that he had to grab at the second attempt, and then you've got to say for QPR's second and third goals, he'll be disappointed not to save them. So it makes that decision to drop Carl Ikeme all the more questionable.
Yeah, really disappointing night for Wolves. All for the post-match reaction, make sure you log on to expressandStar.com.